What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 Sba Eidl stimulus update for Friday, June the 5th, 2020. Please do me a huge favor. Give me a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments. And if you are new to this channel, you better subscribe and hit that bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, what the hell? Dow 27,200? Are you shitting me? If you've been following me on LinkedIn, same name, hashtag stocks with Jason, you know that on March the 18th, I told everybody, along with multiple videos and hundreds of comments, to buy Amazon, Microsoft, Disney, the QQQ, SPY, and DIA. In addition to that, we just blew out of the cruise lines, Carnival, and sold the airlines about a week and a half ago for a massive 45% profit, in the face of Warren Buffett making the biggest fucking mistake of his career when he blew out of all the airlines before a 50% pop this week. So why am I telling you this, folks? I was on Wall Street for 14 years. Listen to me when I'm telling you. The economy is far stronger than we possibly could ever imagine. We went into this nonsense at 3.5% unemployment. We were rocking and rolling with 12-year highs in housing. And then the so-called pandemic shows up. They crater the market 12,000 points. I was screaming and hollering at the top of my lungs in March and early April. Some people listened, most didn't. And here we are, magically. 1,200 points or so away from an all-time high. NASDAQ tech stocks, I told you I was going to be all over the map. At an all-time high, Amazon up $950 since I told everybody to buy it. What? Listen, your 401ks have been made whole, or damn close, especially if you've got technology. And these riots that we've had to endure in the last week and a half help you, not hurt you. And I'm going to explain why, in addition to those crazy terms that everyone's freaking out over. And are we ever going to get the $10,000 EIDL grant? Oh, yes. Full disclosure, I filed for the EIDL grant and the loan on April the 1st. They pulled my credit on the 22nd. I got the money the same day, $1,000 per employee. Despite dozens of phone calls and emails, I heard nothing for about a month. And then 10 days ago, they sent me the portal email. The loan amount matched exactly what the Tier 2 agents had been telling me 3 days in a row. In less than 3 minutes, I signed the forms. They didn't ask me for anything. No W-2s, no tax returns, nothing. And then the day after Memorial, the money was there. Several months of revenue that I lost as a result of this lockdown. And I strongly recommend, don't go all the way out to 150 grand if you don't need the money. And by the way, there's people now that are getting over 300,000. Have you heard that? Take what you need. The economy's rocking. We're going to have 30% GDP in the third quarter. Did you know that? I'll put an article below from the conference board. Because of today's jobs number, that may go higher. The fourth quarter is going to be 25%. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, the next 6 months will be the strongest economic numbers on record in the history of this entire nation. And because of the blowout $2.5 million job number this morning, it could be even higher than 30%. So hang in there. Your business is coming back, or it will be. Your 401ks, your retirement accounts have been made whole. And if you bought any stock, for my goodness sake, in March and April, you're set for the rest of your life. So what about these scary terms? Look, folks, I've taken bank loans. I was on Wall Street 14 years. I know the money game. What the SBA put out there that scares a lot of people, and by the way, I hear there's a one-page addendum coming to those who took it out for COVID-19 purposes, is the same bullshit that Wells Fargo puts in fine print. And it basically boils down to this. If you're going to walk away from us or default in a year when your payments start coming due, we're going to come after you. You would too. I don't care if you're a loan shark, a big bank, or the SBA. If you don't pay your payments, which are minimal, starting a year from now, they've got a right to collateralize and demand that you tell them, for example, if you're going to buy something significant or sell the business. They want their money back. But as an accountant said yesterday on YouTube, this is incredible. I don't recommend you do this, but hear me out. There was an accountant who filed on behalf of 100 small business owners, most of them, 80% of which, got 150 grand. He told them, quote, spend the money on whatever you want. What? I thought we were told you got to do payroll, rent, utilities, general business expense. He's like, nah. He's like, I've been an accountant for 30 years. There's no way that the SBA with their few hundred loan officers is going to be able to audit millions of loans. There's no way. Secretary Mnuchin already said that they've done more loans at the SBA in the last 2 months than the last 20 plus years combined. So while I understand the sentiment, and he's probably right, that if you pay your bill on time because of the magnitude of all the loans that are going to be outstanding, they're not going to do anything. Last but not least, what about this $10,000 EIDL grant? Do you know I'm the only guy in the world that continues to run the same fucking title day after day, week after week, and I'm going to do it year after gosh darn year if it's necessary. Because you may have heard the news. There was a guy who had $29,500 due in terms of a loan, and they were not getting back to him. And he called and he called and he called and he raised hell. LA Late was talking about this the other night. He finally gets the loan officer on the phone. Yes, there are people that are calling tier 2 agents and in some cases getting them to connect to the loan officer who sent the portal email. So this guy goes off the chain and the loan officer says, no problem. I'll process the loan right now. And by the way, I'm going to send you the balance of the $10,000 EIDL grant. What? Yes, he had 6 employees. He got the $6,000, $1,000 per employee. And then the loan officer, because this guy raised hell, he was a squeaky wheel, sends him the $4,000. Is this the start of a precedent that we've been fighting for the last 2 months? Let me tell you why I think it is. The riots. We've got tens of billions of dollars in new damage. You got the stock market on fire. We're going to have 30% GDP. The SBA is just like a bank. They want to loan out money and get paid back with a decent interest rate. We've got them on record of breaking the law. They didn't give you the money in 72 hours. They broke it down to $1,000 per employee. That's not in the CARES Act. So all of a sudden, everything's coming together. Their job, their mission is to loan out money during economic injury disaster times, hurricanes, arson, burning down of small businesses in New York, Atlanta, LA, and Chicago, folks. I can smell it. Not only are we going to have a monster second half and an unbelievable 2021, but every single one of you, because we refuse to quit, are going to get your $10,000 EIDL grant. And if you want a loan even more than what they send you, a simple negotiation in this time that we find ourselves in is going to get you funded.